Myth versus reality, the hidden cost of unemployment. You think unemployment is just about empty pockets and unpaid bills? Think again. Unemployment is not just a personal struggle. It is a silent, invisible force, one that reshapes cities, weakens communities, damages health, and quietly shifts power. What if I told you that the true cost of unemployment goes far beyond the paycheck you lose? What if it touches every corner of your life, even when you still have a job? Welcome to the reality behind unemployment. The economic iceberg, what we don't see. The first impact is obvious. Income disappears. Savings dry up. Rent becomes a threat instead of a routine payment. Housing insecurity rises, and financial stress becomes constant. But beneath the surface lies a much larger problem. When people stop spending, businesses suffer. Local shops lose customers. Small companies close their doors. Tax revenue shrinks, forcing governments to cut essential services, education, healthcare, infrastructure. This is the multiplier effect. One lost job doesn't stop with one person. It spreads across industries, neighborhoods, and entire cities like falling dominoes. Unemployment doesn't just remove money from wallets, it drains oxygen from the economy. The human toll, health under pressure. Now let's talk about the cost we rarely measure. Mental health takes the first hit. Long-term unemployment is closely linked to rising depression, anxiety, and emotional distress. The loss of routine, purpose, and dignity slowly erodes self-worth. Physical health soon follows. Medical appointments are postponed. Nutrition worsens. Chronic stress weakens the immune system and fuels long-term illness. Families feel the strain. Financial pressure increases tension at home. Relationships suffer. Children absorb stress they don't understand, and social isolation becomes the norm. Unemployment doesn't just affect individuals, it reshapes entire households. Societal fault lines, when stability cracks. As economic pressure rises, society begins to fracture. Crime increases, not out of choice, but desperation. Property crime, theft, and social unrest grow where opportunity disappears. Trust in institutions erodes. People look for someone to blame. Political polarization deepens. Populist movements rise by feeding on fear, anger, and uncertainty. Communities decay. Storefronts close. Civic engagement drops. Hope quietly fades. Unemployment doesn't arrive with sirens, but it leaves visible scars. The future's shadow, innovation and global impact. The damage doesn't stop in the present, it reaches into the future. Innovation slows. Businesses cut research budgets. Startups disappear. Skilled workers leave in search of opportunity elsewhere, creating a brain drain that can last generations. Environmental priorities are pushed aside. Green initiatives lose funding. Sustainability becomes a luxury instead of a necessity. And in a globalized world, no country suffers alone. An unemployment crisis in one nation disrupts supply chains, weakens trade, and destabilizes entire regions. Joblessness is not local, it is global. Building resilience, a different path forward. But this is not a story without solutions. Resilient societies invest in people. Retraining programs help workers adapt. Job creation initiatives prepare economies for the future. New ideas, like universal basic income, challenge outdated systems. Strong communities matter. Local support networks, accessible mental health services, and affordable education can soften the impact of economic shocks. And finally, we must redefine work itself. Automation is not the enemy, rigidity is. The future belongs to flexible, adaptive economies that value human potential over outdated models. Unemployment is not just a statistic. It is a warning signal. And how we respond will define the kind of world we leave behind.